Okay guys, here we go. So I've got F1, F2, same setup as I've had to get the negative electrons traveling to use their magnetic fields. I've got F1, F2 coming through these. I've added nice little fuse sections right here, and I've got them wide together right here. So it's F1 and F2, and then this wire right here that they're going to, there's nothing in it but free negative electrons, i.e. the magnetic field. And right now I'm using the magnetic field of the blue wire to generate DC current on the 30 gauge magnet wire up underneath. And I've got that going to my little circuit right here. My little LED just lets me know everything's going on fine. And that goes to this right here, which is my diode resistor combination as I've been using. This goes to my voltmeter. Right here across 8 ohms, I've got 45.7 millivolts. Now, that's without connecting it to the battery right here with the floating grounds. Those are attached, but none of that battery is attached to this circuit. I'm just using this battery right here and this battery. These other batteries are indeed going to this over here. But these two batteries just using the positive. So I'm going to take the positive, no floating ground, no current, and I'm going to connect it right here. And missed right here. And we're at 45.7, now we're at 73. Now, watch this discovery. This is going to blow your minds. All right, so I've been wanting to know how to get more magnetic field in here. So obviously, the stronger the magnetic field, the more current we're going to generate on no matter how many wires that we have up underneath or above it or wherever next to it. So if you put too many turns on here, now I tried doing this right here and it just did not work well. The 24 feet did not work. Now here you can put a lot of turns, at least with larger wire. Here I used hookup wire, but again, you get into the problem where you get too much wire and your electrons are going to lose acceleration. So every turn gives you a stronger magnetic field here, but you only get so many turns. So then I started thinking, okay, there's got to be another way to strengthen the magnetic field in here. But how? Now watch what I discovered. So I've got this going down to the 8 ohm resistor and the diode, okay? And now I've got the voltmeter going. The yellow and the white go the voltmeter across the 8 ohm resistor. Now, I want you to watch this. I'm going to take this black wire, connected to this end of the resistor, and it's just a loop. And all I'm doing is feeding the negative free electrons from the positive back through, giving them another path, splitting the path, giving them another path to go through. And I'm going to, there we go, do that. So all I did was connect that. So I connected the resistor from here to here. Now I've got two pieces of wire. The longer the wire, the more current generated. Now look at this. Now I'm at 80.6 millivolts. But that's not the biggest deal. This is the big deal. This right here now has electrons in it. Now it's probably got a little bit of current, but it's got a lot of electrons traveling in it. And I know that because I made another, let me pause that for 1 second. So I know that because I made another circuit with a LED, with a 8 ohm resistor, and with a diode. Okay, it's kind of hard to see, but you can see it right there. And again, the LED just helps me to see that everything's on. And all I'm going to do now is use the magnetic field, the new magnetic field that's in this loop, to light this up. And check this out. Let me back away a little bit. Yeah, I'm using my foot here because I don't have enough hands. But you get the idea. Now what's doing that? What's doing that is the magnetic field of those electrons that's in that new loop. So I've used electrons, the magnetic field of electrons, to generate current, then use that current to give me more electrons to give me a stronger magnetic field. Now, how does that help us? And you can see it's lit. How does that help us? Now, this is what I'm thinking. Let me pull that off of there. So in this loop right here, which has the electrons, negative electrons, and this loop has that magnetic field in it, newly generated. What if I were to wrap it in the same direction over on top of this right here, or next to it? It would strengthen the magnetic field, which would give it more. And that would also be a type of feedback. Now, what if I had 100 wires, all in parallel, each wire collecting electrons like this is, and each one adding its magnetic field to this magnetic field right here? What would the result be? So that's really what I'm thinking. So actually, that is an amazing, stunning find. And there you see we're at 85.9 millivolts just by adding this little loop for the negative free electrons. So, pretty fascinating, pretty fascinating, pretty fascinating. So, I'm going to do some more wrapping, and we'll see where this goes. Thank you very much for watching.